My first rule as dictator would be eye for an eye punishment. If you rob someone, I take 10 years off your life for every dollar you stole. You steal $1 million, nigga, you're never seeing the light of day again.
That's not even eye for an eye.
Yeah.
Crime would drop to 0.
I promise you would not drop to 0. Terrorism would rise. That's what would happen.
Nah.
Assassination attempts would rise.
I kill you back.
You're dead. You can't kill someone back.
Attempts. You said attempts, nigga.
This is not an eye for an eye.
If someone tries to kill me, I'm going to kill them. If you want to do good, I will treat you good. That's why I'm gonna stay in power for so long. If you do good, I treat you good.
Can you actually give us like a step-by-step instead of just talking about imprisoning people?
The only thing I have is that we're gonna like kill people for stealing.
That's all.
That's like the only thing you said pretty much. I'm John.
I'm Alphonso.
And I'm Darren.
And welcome to the Scatcast. We don't know either. Why is KJ here?
I just came to say hello. I live here. Just figured I'd pop in.
Hi, KJ.
What's up?
It's funny because he's not even on camera. He's just talking from off camera.
A faceless voice, a freeloader.
Not good.
Yeah, get next to me.
Yeah.
That's good. I wear tank tops now.
Nice.
Just a declaration.
That was a thing I was vehemently against
Yeah.
before I moved into this house.
Next thing you know, you see this
Who made you
motherfucker.
into tank tops?
Our coworker.
Oh.
Yeah.
He got redone and redid.
Yeah.
No, we
You got a
went
little
shopping
overhaul?
No, we went shopping for clothes, and then he was like, "Do you got like undershirts and clothes and stuff?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "You know how girls wear bras?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And he was like, "That's what like a white T-shirt is for a guy.
Yeah.
The same with a tank top. So you need some. Buy these."
My ex and I had a huge argument.
Oh,
over
that
tank
was
tops.
so... Honestly, God, dude, I've never been more angry at an individual my entire life until that fucking tank top thing. Dude, I was...
What happened?
So
so
my
ready to
ex told me I needed to buy tank tops because you're supposed to have tank tops.
It's like a dinner date or some fucking dumb thing.
And I was like,
You literally wear like only t-shirts too.
yeah,
You don't need a tank top under a t-shirt.
I know. And then I was like, but I don't want to. There's not a point. And she was like, no, you have to. And I was like, but why? And then she was like, okay, well, now you're just arguing with me, so I'm mad and we're not going to talk. And we just had an
We
argument.
were walking out of
for
fucking
literally 12
park.
hours.
Yeah, literally walking out of park. He was just back and forth texting this bitch, bro. And I was just like, dude, I was the only person saying, why the fuck do you care what shirts you wear? Like, no one was backing this nigga up in the corner. Everyone was like, well, I guess just wear the shirts. Like, if this nigga said no and you guys are equals in a relationship, why the fuck does she have more say in this situation? Not a single person wanted to stick up for that.
Why the fuck is she
Most
dictating
people
what you
don't
wear?
have
Yeah.
Most people don't have fight in them because they think if they like fight their girlfriend, she'll leave. She probably will, but
It was just crazy because, like, you're right. Like, I was asking other people for advice.
Everyone
on
just
it,
said
and
fold over.
They're like, yeah, just put on the thing.
Don't
And I was
assert
like,
yourself. Don't
I
stick up for
want to.
yourself. Yeah.
Stupid. You got some
Yeah.
fake ass friends.
Yeah.
it's like if you do what she wants, she'll shut the fuck up, and that's wrong.
Yeah, you give up everything.
Well, no, that just
But then they always
doesn't
ask
work.
for more.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
That was literally what I was
They-
arguing the
That's not how
entire
human beings
time.
work. That's
Yeah.
not-
You give those people an inch and they take a mile.
Dude, you brought out 4 years of rage, nigga. That's it. No, y'all don't understand how fucking mad I was that day. I said some shit. I forgot what I said, but it offended you in a way, and I'm sorry that I offended you. But I said
don't even
something.
remember what it
I
was.
said something. I was just like saying a whole bunch of angry things. Like, yo, calm down. I was like, you're right. That was a little too far. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
You were probably like, yo, I fucking hope she dies or something. I can't even remember what it was.
It was just
The
some
hell?
shit, bro. Huh?
Suck a dick.
So I didn't hear what you
I was
said.
like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was.
I was just
but
really
I
mad.
vaguely remember it.
Yeah. I was so fucking angry, bro. Like, the biggest thing for me is to step on the front, like, the toes of my friends. That's how you piss me off. Because, like, look, I'm okay with being laughed at. I don't give a fuck. That's why I don't care, because I really don't give a fuck. But when I see someone gives a fuck about something and you keep trying to encroach on their shit, that's when I get a little annoyed. Because, like,
You are a very loyal friend, for sure.
they clearly said no. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Cut the bullshittery. But yes.
Anyways, that's what that reminded me of. But sorry to bring that back up.
Speaking of, like, drawing lines in the sand. Y'all know what I've been thinking about? Just like this little fun, not fun, but this little interesting like topic of dictators. If you had absolute control over a population, what would you do? What kind of dictator would you be?
What kind of dictator would I be?
Yeah.
Great question. Honestly, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Like,
That wasn't an answer. That means dictator means
Sounds
you
like it
are
wasn't a
there-
good question then.
Yeah, it's like therefore you would have to dictate. You couldn't
you wanna
be
get
a
on
non. You couldn't be an apathetic dictator. Those are contradictory
I'm
statements.
not apathetic. I just don't care about what's going on. I have my own machinations that I would, further.
No, as a.
He would be the Chinese emperor's son.
That's what I'm saying. That sounds like more like
KJ.
some like.
I'd play video
You want to come back here? Be on camera.
Okay.
If you're gonna stay, you might as well just be on
I
camera.
didn't say I was gonna stay.
It's a little
It's been
fun.
like
gonna randomly
20
leave.
minutes since you said that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna randomly leave.
you're gonna randomly leave.
Yeah.
It's
I
okay.
play video games.
Yeah.
As a dictator.
And then I build new technology.
As a dictator?
Yeah.
What does that look like? What technology would you build?
Yeah, what would you want?
Build shrink rays.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, I get that. That's cool.
I
That's
mean,
all. I'd just build shrink rays
for once you make the shrink ray, what the fuck
for
are you?
sexual purposes.
Oh. It's gonna be like in The Boys where the dude shrank down and then exploded
No,
in the
no,
penis. Yeah.
no, dude, that shit was so gnarly.
Alfonso,
bro.
he's gonna Thanos you.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What was,
Would you have a grow ray to like counteract the effects of the shrink? Or does you only go? Is it like the fucking SpongeBob episode? You can only get smaller.
Yeah.
Yes, actually. I don't want to deal with giants.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair. Because like,
I don't.
I feel like that's just like
But you can make more food.
a natural disaster waiting to happen. I don't know.
You can make.
But you're a dictator. You're supposed to make less food.
You don't have to.
It's kind of your
Yes, I
job.
could make-
Name
your
one.
job.
Name one.
I would make it so that the growth
Name one who
feature-
didn't.
They didn't listen to scientists and
Only
farming
works.
practices.
I'd figure out how to make it so that the growing feature only works on inanimate objects.
That wouldn't make more food.
Because food is inanimate.
The cow that you duplicate a
The
fucking
steak
burger.
After it's cooked, fuck nuts.
Isn't that still like organic matter? Not like.
It's inanimate.
Yeah. It, like,
So I
not
just have
alive.
to stand still.
So I could grow a person if they were
That's not what
And
that means.
animate means you're not moving. Animate means you're moving.
yeah.
They could only grow people if they're dead.
So you can just grow corpses?
So yeah, if you,
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
I don't know what I'd do with that.
Then- you can
I
make
think
more
that'd be really
corpse
funny
darts
for
for the
pranks and
peasants.
stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I would actually really like to just like grow corpses at home, like hyper realistic corpses.
like a farm of just dead bodies in your backyard.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, there's Timmy popping out, and you put
because
them
like I
back
just want to
down.
like dump them somewhere. Like imagine like every day you wake up, there's just like a dead body in your yard.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Dude, that would freak me the fuck out.
I'd also
But it's like a really big dead body.
Yeah,
the fuck is
growing?
dropping
it's like every day it's completely different. Like it might be like a really big dude.
Like
it might
crops,
be,
you're just
like-
dropping off different shaped pumpkins in someone's yard, but
No,
they're
it's
dead
like, it's
bodies.
like every morning I drive by, like I'm delivering the newspaper. I just like toss them out my car. Yeah.
I would also use it to get rid of my enemies.
No shit, that's all I was like, okay,
The shrink ray?
Just make
That's
them-
not- is that really getting
Would
rid
you
of them? or
vore
is that just,
them?
like,
No, I have a plan. I'd have an agency of strictly all hot women, and they would all get shrink rays, and they would shrink my enemies.
your
And
women in
do as they
black.
please, and then they'd record it so I could watch.
This is a freaky ass.
I'm evil.
Stop this nigga from getting a shrink.
You know those fly traps that have like the sticky adhesive
I'm
pads?
already a dictator. What do you mean stop me? I'm already evil.
you can't stop him. That's the point. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a
Fucking.
completely maladaptive, no morals scenario. What do you mean?
It didn't
stop
have to be. I
You
just
made me a
said. I
dictator.
just said if
Okay,
you had
wait.
absolute
Dictator
power.
implies evil.
Alfonso.
No, it's the connotation.
Okay,
What?
Alfonso, what kind of dictator would you be? 'Cause
Oh,
you brought
I'm
it
so
up.
glad you asked.
'cause you brought this
Jonathan,
shit up.
my dear boy. Well, first things first. My first rule as dictator would be eye for an eye punishments. So if you steal,
Dog, you started complaining about this motherfucker being evil, and the first thing you bring up is punishments?
An eye for an eye.
It's
makes
to keep
whole
the
world
peace.
blind.
What he said.
it keeps the peace. If
No,
you
it doesn't.
if you rob someone, I take 10 years off your life for every dollar you stole. You steal $1 million, nigga, you're never seeing the light of day again.
That's
That's not even eye for an eye.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you
That's
steal from somebody who stole?
What?
They stole an
You
object.
steal money from them.
Nigga, what
You
if
take the
what
money
if-
back.
Nigga, what if it was a cucumber? What?
Okay, that's
So
2
I lose
years.
4.5 years of my life over a fucking cucumber?
Yes, don't
That's-
steal, nigga.
That's worse than eye for an eye.
No,
Yeah.
Cry, I'm the
Equal.
dictator. Cry about it.
That's not
Crime
equal.
would drop to 0. 0, nigga.
I promise you would not drop
Nigga,
to
you're
0.
getting
People,
deposed.
I was going to say,
Virtually 0.
crime would not drop to 0.
People would be happy.
You're just making weird orgies with shrunk people.
Crime would not drop
Sounds
to
better
zero.
than being in prison for
Terrorism
stealing a
would
fucking-
rise. That's what would happen.
Nah.
Assassination attempts would rise.
I kill you back.
You're dead. You can't kill someone back.
Attempts. You said attempts, nigga.
Are you gonna kill someone back?
Like, I don't know, waterboard them a bunch, make them wish they were dead, psychologically torture
This
them.
is not an eye for an eye.
That's not even, because you're not killing
You know
them.
what?
You keep saying an eye for an eye. This is not an eye for an eye.
If
Just
someone
saying you're gonna be
tries to
strict.
kill me, I'm going to kill them. Boom. Because technically, you tried to do it, so if you succeed, I would have been dead. So
I feel like you might as well just give the death penalty for everything at this point.
no, I'm not going to kill everybody. It's just, if
Why'd you get like offended by that? Like,
no, I wouldn't. If you do a crime, you go to jail or prison or whatever. But if you don't
2.5 years for a cucumber?
but if you don't do the crime, you don't do the time. I don't see what the issue is.
It's crazy. It's like what we have. You don't need a dictatorship for that. What the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yes, but it's way more strict. It's way more like ramped up to where like you need. But here's the positive.
So
Here's the
you
positive.
think like you
We
become a
have way
dictator, this
more-
is the first thing you want to do?
But here's the converse part. It's not like it's just like
Concerned over people stealing like food and shit.
because here's the thing.
What if
We're
they're
gonna-
wrongly convicted?
We're gonna have so many ways for you to get help. We're gonna have ways for drug addicts to get help. We're gonna have ways for homeless people to get help. We're gonna have so many outs for you. If you do choose crime, it's your problem, and I don't fucking care anymore. So, it's like
you don't care about your citizens.
no. If I gave you several outs to make your life better, and you use your free will to steal that fucking cucumber, nigga, I besides chopping off your hand, yeah, give me 2.5
Well,
years
then maybe
of
the
your life.
prison thing is the last thing that should come after all your stuff. That's not
Well,
the first thing you would do.
Well, that's what they come out hand in hand. It's like, okay, there's all these different like
no, it
outs.
has to come out after you do the reform. You have to give people time to go through that stuff. What are you talking about?
No.
You don't just become not homeless overnight.
We're gonna literally take you off the streets. But it's like, look, you have basically it's like live or die. It's like, okay, are you gonna choose to better yourself? Or are you gonna keep doing the shit
You
you're
cannot
doing?
better yourself overnight.
We're gonna put you in a little spot. We're gonna give you some tea, some therapy, a cot. We're gonna clean
Okay,
you up.
why
We're
didn't
gonna-
you say that was the first thing you were going to do?
It goes hand in hand.
No,
You
it doesn't. That has to
The
come.
reform and the punishment.
What you're
two sides of the
describing already
same
kind of
coin.
sounds like
Your strict prison shit has to come after that.
The way you're describing
people time to
sounds
change.
like prison to me. Like, yeah, you get a
Most
place to
dictators just
stay,
run
you get
super
a
jails.
cot, you get a
No, not the
therapist.
reform shit. No, not the reform. The reform shit is actually very nice. If you want to do good, I will treat you good. That's why I'm gonna stay in power for so long. If you do good, I treat you good.
Can you actually give us like a step by step instead of just talking about imprisoning people for
This
stealing?
nigga got to talk about shrink rays and Diddy parties.
He was also a guest, and now he's gone.
Yeah.
We're being polite.
Oh, okay.
We don't have to be polite to you. I'm sorry.
You sound like a breakdown of like how I like. Okay, so breakdown of like my policies. Essentially, is what you're asking.
You brought down the dictator shit. You brought up the dictator shit. Like,
Okay. So, I guess I'll start with the
The only
positive.
thing I have is that we're gonna like kill people for stealing.
That's all
That's like the only thing you said, pretty much.
Okay, so
You're like, I would be the best dictator ever. Like,
step by step. Come on.
Okay. So the reforms would be I would limit because I was
bad idea.
I would still have some
Wouldn't work.
private ownership of businesses as well because you still need a dictatorships do the same thing as like fucking communism. If no one's really trying to push the ball forward, you can't just stagnate. So I would still allow some free shit, but basically be like this. Basically, corporations can't own more than 30% of all nationwide housing. The other
I
70
don't even think you can have corporations in a dictatorship.
you can if you want to.
I guess. Okay.
Can
You'd
like
be
you-
socialist, but yeah, you'd have to control You'd have to control the corporations.
I mean, yeah, I'll definitely have my hands in the pockets for sure. But basically, yeah, like BlackRock, Vanguard, all these places that just buy real estate and then make houses really high, I would be like, you can't do that. So 30%, that's as much as they can get out of the entire pool. 30%, that's max. So that means that leaves room for us to, actually make space for all these people who just need a place to stay. Because like most crimes are committed out of necessity. I see that. Now, as a dictator, I'm going to say, you know what? Just by moving this wheel along, you guys aren't doing it out of virtue, so I'll do it for you. So 30% is all these multi-trillion-dollar companies get. Suck my dick. All right, second stage. So that deals with, like, let's say 30% of the crime because, most people just need housing. And then that 70%, you can, have landlords with.
That's not going to stop 30% of crime.
Anyways, I'm not done yet. Anyways,
30% of crimes are not squatting things.
they're not squatting, but it's like out of necessity for like basic survival. I'm like breaking down all the survival. I'm gonna knock out.
It's not people who are homeless.
I'm knocking out all. I'm not done yet, but when I get done, effectively 30 to 40% of crime should have slowed down or decreased because I'm gonna start mandating basic needs in a way to where like corporations and companies or the government itself can't take that away from people, so you're more happy and less likely to resist. My whole thing. Anyway, so yeah, the first thing is, give people housing.
Likely to resist.
And then the second part is food. The same thing. With basically I'm going to, but I found this out recently. Do you know why store prices became so high? It actually started in New York. Well, it didn't just start in New York, but they studied it in New York. Basically, long story short, most markets were within a city and accessible to people who could walk there. But at the same time, the reason why they died out was because Walmarts and superstores could get a wider array of stuff, and they lobbied to make basically butcher shops and all that stuff were like independent mom and pop shops, so they would just have their own. They were the people that lived in the area would produce the needs for the people that lived in the area. That's how most shit was for like the 1800s, early 1900s. But after like Walmarts and Kroger started popping up, the superstore mechanic is that you have everything from clothes to food to whatever the fuck. It kind of, outcompetes just the butcher shop, just the tailor, just the shoe guy, because you have everything at one place. And then they started to push towards like the highly populated areas, then forcing out the mom and pop shops. So the mom and pop shops got zoned outer and outer. So why the fuck would I walk 30 minutes to an hour or drive an hour to a mom and pop shop to get one thing when everything is in this one spot? So first I'm going to attack that. I'm going to, again, limit them from overdoing, and because there's more, affordable housing, you can also argue more people be willing to start their own business. Therefore, just have that land of farms, shop, keeps, whatever the fuck already set, and then cap those niggas down to 30% as well. Because the whole point is that as long as you give the middle and bottom the most, who gives a fuck about the top? Like the super top.
What about like the land and stuff though?
What do you mean about the land?
Because you have to have land to build all these new houses and shit. Are you also building new land for all the new mom and pop shops?
I mean, it's more of like the people themselves are allowed to do that. Basically, I'm creating the biggest fucking safety net.
That's what I'm saying. Like where you had a Walmart now, you have to have like fucking 30 mom and pop shops in the same area to make up for it.
It's more of like the people themselves, kind of like, people won't have to travel to the stores. Just the people that,
that shit is going to look like Megaton from Fallout 3.
No,
yeah, I
like
know.
essentially like, I don't know the entire layout of New York, but let's just say like the Bronx is one borough. The Bronx is just going to start making their own fucking bodegas and stores inside the Bronx. And then the people who live in Queens just make their own shit in Queens. It wouldn't be like the people from the Bronx have to go to Queens to get something. It's people in that area themselves.
Those are small areas. You can't just put up a shit ton of mom and pop shops there.
I'm just throwing out an example, like how
it's like streets.
You're basically just saying we're gonna add new buildings here.
No. I'm saying like
where are you putting this stuff?
Putting the stuff where, like, I don't have a fucking, okay, damn, y'all niggas are really cooking the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, oh no, I got this awesome idea. We're gonna kill people for doing nothing. We're gonna
nothing.
We're gonna fix
nothing.
You said we're gonna kill people because we're gonna fix every single problem before then.
Exactly. So if you do something wrong, you get your
Why
neck
is your
snapped.
first problem you're solving like grocery stores and shit? Like,
it's food, it's housing, it's access to basic needs that most
The first problem I'm tackling is affordable groceries.
these places just get their groceries too well and too efficient, so I'm gonna punish them.
No, they
make it too easy for people to walk in and buy things.
That's exactly what you said.
I'm saying that you outcompete, and then you're kind of destroying the local environment and community around it, and then it just becomes like,
But those local communities were able to grow and thrive.
They died out because of the superstores. They weren't thriving.
The communities are still there.
The communities got bigger. More people moved there.
No, most people moved to the superstore. They didn't move. The people left their, like, they went towards a monster.
Just because certain businesses died does not mean the community died. It just means that those businesses
based
died.
off what the information I saw in that video, a lot of like.
I promise you Brooklyn is still there.
I'm not saying Brooklyn is not. That's not what I'm saying.
You brought it up as your example. You brought up the
what
Bronx.
What I'm saying is like not the entire state, but like
build new buildings on top of the old ones.
No, it's like, let's say there's like a Wilkins fucking meat shop. Like the Wilkins meat shops, the Sally bakeries that were just not next to Walmart. those all got snuffed out because people, why would you go there instead of going to Walmart?
Yeah.
I'm basically bringing those back by giving, there could still be a fucking Walmart. Like I said, there's going to be
They
corporations.
got out-competed because they were more efficient with their
No, they
groceries.
got
had a wider
out-competed
selection
because
of
those
products.
companies lobbied to say, hey, make it harder for them.
They got out-competed because people would rather go to Walmart than a
No,
mom and
they
pop
literally
butcher
would
shop.
say like, hey, look, if you don't give us our stuff first, we're going to fuck you over. That's a real thing they did. Walmart's and Kroger's was like, hey, look, I know you have a need for like 30,000 cows and these people need it, but we want it first. And so if you're not getting your
Competed
shit,
by buying it.
they said, do it for us now. We're going to give you more money that they already had. So how the fuck will Wilkins butchery shop have $50,000 to $100,000 in like fucking early 1900s money to say, oh yeah, I want my shit on time. They're like, no, go fuck yourself. We're going to give it to these guys. And so yeah, you get fucking bled out slowly. That's
What
what
does
I'm
that have to
saying.
do with lobbying?
That's not lobbying.
That's them buying up the cows.
Yes.
No, it's not them buying the
That's what I'm
cows.
saying. They got
It's-
out-competed.
They didn't get out-competed. They said, I'm not the guy from the video. I'm not explaining, but it was essentially lobbying. I'm just not relaying that information as well as I remembered
I
seeing it.
can tell you from a consumer perspective, it is a lot more convenient to just walk into Walmart.
Well, no shit. I'm not saying they have to die, but I want to bring back the less of a need for that and give more.
So you're gonna force people to use your
Not
mom and pop butcher shops?
I'm not forcing them to use.
They're still gonna die because
No.
people would rather use the Walmart.
No, I'm giving people a chance to feel comfortable in their own lives and make something and do something on a basically I'm trying to franchise the people in a way that I'm still controlling. But anyways, we're moving on to the third point. Third point.
Okay,
Third
go ahead.
point. Because I
You
already
could have just said you could have had a similar outcome if you're just like, I want to, bust monopolies, bust trust. I want to bring back small businesses.
You just be
take
like-
down these big markets. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
You just be like,
That's
yeah,
essentially
I
what
don't know
I'm
why you have
saying.
to overcomplicate it so much.
you could just be like, yeah, I'm gonna give tax credits to small businesses. That would have explained your entire thing right there. Okay.
Anyways,
go ahead.
y'all are not the dictator. I would have a cabinet of niggas also help me. So this is just, I'm the
Oh, so you
main.
be a president.
You just like reinvented shitty democracy.
Anyways, I would still have like the final say.
Is this all in America?
Well, yeah, he's talking about the Bronx.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just New
Sure.
York. I
You
don't know.
became a dictator of America? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, the third thing was housing, it was food. What else? Oh yeah, but yeah, drugs. Yeah, if you can do drugs, I would outlaw like any type of like heroin, crack, meth.
So you change nothing.
No, but like weed. Weed, alcohol, shrooms, and nicotine would be fine. But
That feels like a really arbitrary line to draw.
because I would draw that line in the sense of like, okay, if you can moderate yourself in these substances, they're basically you're okay.
What if I can moderate myself on heroin?
I would actually. It's no. I'm not even gonna let that. I'm gonna let that shit slide. There's way too many people that can't moderate that shit to where I'm like, yeah, these are hard no's. And then if you can't moderate yourself on weed, shrooms, alcohol, or
It's
nicotine,
like a lot of people can't moderate themselves on alcohol.
then we would
Or
do
nicotine.
forcible rehabilitation. That's it. If you're normal and
What's
you
your
do,
definition of like moderate yourself though?
you can hold a job
You're not an addict.
and you're not. But yeah, anything.
But how do you define
An addict is defined as someone who can't do basic functions because they have to scratch that itch. A gambler can't stop gambling. Even though they know they're in debt, they're going to keep asking for money.
So you can still be an alcoholic and like abuse your family or something as long as you're not quote unquote addicted.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like you can still like just be an alcoholic.
If you're a piece of shit, I'm going to throw you in jail regardless. That's like the first thing was already jail. Like my
Yeah.
first statement was jail. I'm just saying if you could do drugs and not, drunk driving, kill somebody, blow something up or whatever the fuck, and like you're not, just on the streets, doing all that shit, then like, yeah, who gives a fuck?
So
but if
meth
you
is
do
okay, then.
any of those things, no, I already said those are there's a too high of a risk for addiction. And
He decided that those were not okay.
I decided those are not okay.
But why?
I draw the line.
Why did you draw
I'm the
the line
dictator,
then?
nigga. I get to decide where the line is.
But what made you decide that?
Because that's what I wanted.
Why?
I decided. That's all the reason you get is I said no. I said I think those are not.
What if someone makes a new drug? Where do you put it?
I gotta try it myself first.
See, then I'll make this thing called the FDA.
I would get my top dude to try it out and be like,
So you just have like the royal meth haver? Like what the fuck?
yeah, they They used to have fucking poison.
Meth happening.
They used to have like poison inspectors that would like, eat food before they came to see if it was poison. And I would definitely be like, yo, try out this new Blue Rock tar heroin or whatever. the fuck.
what?
Yeah, but yeah, those 4 I would say are fine. And then everything else,
It's only okay if this guy does it.
because he has to try it out first. If you come up with some new shit, it could
Also,
be.
why are you basing your whole shit off of one guy? That's not how drug trials go, at all.
Oh my
this
God.
drug's all right. Terry can handle it.
Yeah,
Steve can handle it. It's good.
It's good, bro. Sign my man the fuck up. Anyways, so yeah, what is
okay,
that?
you have a good point, Darren. I'll get 500.
I need to order 500 of these.
500 guys to try them. They'll all be in a football arena.
Is that enough for a clinical study? 500 niggas to save someone safe or
no,
not?
probably more.
I'll get 1,000.
I would like 1,000 weeds.
I would
please.
get 1,000 of my prisoners and use them as my guinea pig because they don't have rights. Once you break the law, your rights are mine by forfeit.
This sounds like a lot worse than an eye for an eye, by the way.
We're
Gonna use you for forced human experimentation trials, by the way.
Just say it's not eye for an eye.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll amend that out of the clause. It's more of like, hey, once you break my laws, you're fucked, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a GG once you
Yeah.
break the rules. But yeah, forcible drug rehabilitation. More regulated for the common man. Housing and food. Let's see, wait, 1, 2, 3. Honestly, after that, I'll just kind of do whatever the fuck I want.
That's all you're doing.
I'm gonna make a safety net to where no one feels upset.
You were talking about food and groceries and stuff, and your only solution was, just bring back mom and pop shops.
You're not gonna prevent a famine or anything. You're not gonna
What the fuck? How does anyone prevent a famine, nigga?
I don't know. The U.S. has been pretty good at it for the past 200 years.
Okay, then I'll just, prevent the famine. I'm not gonna kill all the fucking birds and do bad crop practices.
But you're tearing apart a whole shit ton of land. You might be getting rid of
I'm
a
not
lot of
tearing
animals.
Getting rid of
Heartland.
grocery stores and shit too.
Yeah.
I'm
The cost of
reallocating.
goods is gonna go up significantly.
No, they would go down. They would go down
How's it gonna go down?
because I said so.
This is
Okay.
a real dictator's thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I said so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Money's all fake. We stopped making money since I want to say, when did we get off the gold standard? That was Nixon. Since like the 70s. Yeah, our money's been fake since the 70s. So at this point,
I mean, money's just an idea, regardless. So,
yeah, but it was backed by something until very recent.
It's still backed by something. It's backed by the U.S. government.
yeah.
Just source. That's our money source.
That's the
just
same
trust
thing as
people.
gold. It's like, who the fuck cares about this shiny rock? Apparently we do, and that's why we gave it value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gold doesn't have any inherent value. The value is what you give
Well,
to
it's
it.
also useful for conductive shit and
So is paper.
Conductive.
I mean, not conductive shit, but paper has a use.
Yeah, but I mean, gold has a use. It's jewelry. It has a perceived
Jewelry's
value.
not a use.
It's a perceived value by people. You would rob a dead bitch for her gold brooch.
You'd rob her
You
for
would
her
rob
cash
a
too.
you would rob a dead bitch because cash is equated to gold. But if you know what I mean.
I don't rob someone for cash because I think of gold when I think of it.
But the gold is the cash is a stand-in for gold. That's why currency exists because there's a value.
Because they're both just a
when
currency.
niggas gave you the fucking bolo ball with the fucking 5 oxes painted on it, it's because that nigga had 5 oxes to give you. The value was in the thing. So if paper is a stand-in for gold, gold is still what we're basing this off of.
I mean, it could be literally any currency.
Silver, gold,
peso,
fucking obsidian, rubies,
That's what I'm
daffodils.
saying. It could be like a fucking
Nigga,
ruble. It could be a peso. It could be a rupee. It could be anything.
You just
I don't
named
care.
all types of paper.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Not all of it's backed by gold.
Actually,
It's all paper.
I want to see what one of those is backed by. I'm actually really curious.
A few of those are actually probably backed by gold.
They had
probably,
some.
yeah.
They
Still rely on the American dollar as
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The American
Real
dollar is the main backing system.
Yeah.
And our backing system is air quote gold, but not anymore.
No, it's the U.S. government.
That's what I'm saying. Not anymore. It was for a long time when they got the countries on the contract was gold, and then we're like, yeah, we're not going to
say
give you
the
that shit
time
back.
you're talking about was over half a century ago.
A little bit. I think actually it's like a little under. I think it's like 40 something years because it was like I want to say mid to late 70s. So we're getting to that point. But yeah, that's what you're
Just a
saying.
bit.
Yeah. What is the rupee backed by?
The U.S. dollar.
I feel like a lot of currencies probably are backed by gold, but I also feel like at least equally as many of them are just not backed by shit. They probably just print it. Like I highly doubt North Korean money is backed
Gold.
by gold.
It's gold.
Yeah,
it's
it's
gold.
gold.
The rupee? That makes
Gold.
sense.
And foreign securities, but I mean, I feel like every country has foreign securities. Like China.
Foreign securities means American dollar.
Oh,
That's literally what that means.
Gotcha. Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Japanese currency. is
$1
backed
is
by the Bank of
87
Japan.
rupees, bro. That's just actually kind of nice.
It's backed by the Bank of Japan.
Yeah.
Who's back for the Bank of Japan?
The yen.
So they did what we did and just say, yeah, we'll cover you.
Yeah. And Japan is one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world.
Man.
Not being backed by gold didn't do shit to them.
Still one of the richest too.
Yeah.
Anyways, what was
All it took was being absolutely decimated in a war and having.
Well, the U.S. boosted their economy.
That's what I was going to say. And having one of the best recoveries of all time. Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Like when you punch your sibling a little
The
too
U.S.
hard.
was literally like, sorry, we'll help you like rebuild and everything, and then they made them the top two economy in the world until the 80s.
That's not a bad. It's not a
They
bad
were top
trade.
2 until the 80s. Which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Our bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like, damn. And only time they've ever been used on people ever.
All you got to do is get rid of your government and model your new government after us, and like pledge no to communism. And yeah, you could be the second best in the world.
Yeah.
That's not a bad deal.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty good trade,
Yeah.
to be honest.
After getting your ass smacked with like a new weapon for the first time ever, and no one ever
Twice.
Exactly, and no one ever got punished that hard again. It's like that's not a bad.
Now they're one of the
deal.
most depressed and loneliest countries in the world.
Well, that's what happens when you overproduce and under-export.
That's what happens when you don't allow immigration and other.
They don't allow immigration.
No, that's why their population is declining.
I mean,
Is that really true?
I thought it was
Yes.
the work culture.
I was gonna say I always see like a lot of videos on.
It's the same thing in America. We don't have kids because of the cost and our work culture too. But we
Yeah.
allow immigration, so our population
keep
still
going.
grows.
That
I
makes
see what you're
sense.
saying.
Japan doesn't do that.
We say I see all kinds of videos.
Neither
of,
does
like,
Korea.
foreigners living in Japan and stuff.
But they don't
all
have
the time.
citizenship, and a lot of them they're really picky with who they give work visas to.
Okay.
Really?
If you're a Westerner, then yeah. But
Everyone else,
no.
Africa, Europe, they're like
fucking Filipino, Chinese, no, they won't give you a work visa.
Really? So
Yeah.
either other Asian countries they're really picky with.
Yeah.
I would
Like if you're a Westerner who already has money, yeah, they'll let you live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you seem like a bonus, not a. Okay.
You probably bring your business to Japan anyway. So
Yeah, like that's.
But
that's
if you're
what they
just
would see.
going there, with everything on your back,
Yeah.
like the American story, they won't let you.
That makes sense.
I see. Did not know that. Okay, but yeah, I would definitely allow immigration because I definitely think niggas would come to my country.
I think people
I don't
want
think
to
they
leave
would
your
want
country.
to. Dude, this guy got rid of Walmart.
Oh my god. What else? What else would I?
You would
want
have
do?
to like block off the news so that people don't like declare you a war criminal or something.
Oh,
here.
I mean, I would
You're
just.
doing human experimentation on people in prison
They deserved it.
for stealing a cucumber, by the way.
Shouldn't have stole, bro. We literally were trying to give you food. Yeah, all those stuff like there'll be
You
like,
even give them food.
have,
You
like-
just made a fucking butcher shop where the Walmart used to be.
we would have
You still
like
have to pay for
we would,
it.
we would still have like fucking food stamps. We would have like a safety net. If you had like some kind of disability to stop you working, we wouldn't like throw you to the wolves. So that you would have some sort of like income, PTSD, whatever the fuck. We would have that as well.
The PTSD from you being their leader. What do you mean?
No, I'm lovely. I'm great. I would have parades to show how great I am. By the way, actually, yeah. Let me start
I'm not
thinking of-
surprised.
Let me start thinking of the other things I would do. I would definitely have like holidays for things that I like. Like I would have international. I want to do Fortnite. What game do I like? I want to do Overwatch. That'd be fucking crazy. I think
Motherfucker's gonna mint Alphonso bucks.
obviously my face
Today's
was already
gonna be Disney Day. We celebrate everything Disney.
Ooh, I actually might do character days. Yeah, I'll be like, this is the day we talk
Do
about.
character day like we did in high school and shit.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Today's pajama day.
Happy Spider-Man Day.
Yeah, I'll make it fun.
Everybody gets a holiday as long as you watch
Yeah.
Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3.
I would definitely try to like buff up my personal history to make me seem like a god. Of course, you can't. Gotta walk the walk and talk the talk.
They're like, this dude just came to power like 2 years ago. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
That's how goated I was. I literally just popped out of nowhere and was like, yeah, this is all mine. My military would be one of the best. And then because I still allow some capitalism, we will constantly be innovating. I don't think I would do a shrink ray, but I definitely would want to do some like cool drone shit. How like China has like those drone shows. But like mine would be like double because they would have like lasers. So they could like
They have lasers
they have
too.
like a kill mode and a non-kill mode. The Chinese ones only have a non-kill mode.
I like to experiment with like plasma and shit.
I would also
plasma
be
guns and
pretty
stuff.
nuclear friendly. I think because yeah. I think
Okay, that's a start.
yeah, cleaner energy.
Dude, imagine the nuclear meltdowns on this guy's watch. Holy shit.
No, because if the guy
Like 30 Chernobyls back to back.
because if a guy fucks up, it's jail.
And then the Western world looks in and is like, this is why we don't do nuclear power. guys."
Yeah.
No, because if the guy fucks up, it's jail, and
This
we all
man
know
is
what
the new
jails
Western
mean.
world. He took over America.
Yeah, bro. Setting the new standard.
We're fucked.
But yeah, I think I'll do like personal holidays and shit like that. I would throw some nice parties. I would also throw some parties for the people. I'll be like, hey, you guys in this place because you guys did good stuff for me. You get pizza. I'll do like corporate pizza parties and shit like that. I'll send the national
countrywide pizza parties,
statewide or like province wide, whatever the fuck I decide these pieces of land are. Just like if this one state, like, I'd grade you. Like you wouldn't fail. Like no one could fail.
you
but
would
like
grade the different states.
yeah, I mean yeah. I wouldn't like fail
We
you.
already do that.
I'll keep
Do
it
we?
going.
They rank states based off of different criteria. I mean,
But
it's like sort of like a grading system.
Like farming
Yeah.
states versus industrial states.
No, just like they rank them like in education and like public health and
Oh, you mean something
Yeah,
like that.
I'll do
yeah,
different.
yeah.
I'll have a different measure, but yeah, I'll be something similar. And
If you would
He's
make
saying
a tier
I would
list?
give this state an S
I'll have like
tier.
an AB honor roll in those states that like did really well and like making new inventions or like feeding more than just their state or whatever the
If a
fuck.
state got an F, you would just nuke them off the map.
No.
Why do you have states?
I said states, provinces, whatever the fuck these pieces of the land are called. I'm like, you're different than this one. You know what I mean?
But why do you have states if they're all under your jurisdiction anyway?
Well,
You
I
have
didn't use the
governors?
word state. I'm just saying like just territories of land that are like geologically different, that do different things because they can't do it all in their
You
piece
mean a
of land.
biome?
A region?
Region, yeah. Region's probably the better word. Yeah, in different regions.
Shout out to the Southeast.
They get an A+ this year.
Yeah, so let's send some pizza their way. Everyone one slice only.
The Midwest. Y'all call the Midwest because you're mid. You're in C tier.
Sorry, Hawaii, F tier. Bye bye. Yeah.
Call it Pearl Harbor 2. Sorry, but
Yeah. As a dictator, I would probably do none of those things.
I mean,
To be completely honest with
it's your
you,
call.
I'd probably fuck with nuclear. I'd probably make nuclear.
Yeah, I'll probably do that too.
Yeah, that's probably like the one thing you said that I'm like, yeah, I'd probably do that.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't kill people for stealing a cucumber.
I didn't say kill. Just you lose 2.5 years.
I probably
of your
wouldn't
life.
experiment on them in prison either.
Eh.
Yeah, I'd probably try it out for like a week and they'd be like, this ain't for me and step down.
For me.
I'd have everyone vote for who the next dictator should be. And then I'd put like a constitution in place that says like you have to do this every 4 years. Like everyone has like a term limit. You know what I mean?
Kind of mid, but I mean, that's a dream. I'll let you do it.
Yeah.
I
I don't know.
But if you're electing another dictator, it'll just undo your constitution.
Exactly.
just,
I don't know. I'm not made for this shit. I can't
Just
handle it.
invite him as the Antichrist, like who has absolute power. Yeah, no one else is having an election ever.
Yeah.
Like, well, at least it wasn't me.
Yeah. I mean, I would just leave the country if it went downhill. You know what I mean?
Country you helped create. Like, damn, this shit is ass.
I mean, this
Who
is
made
First
this?
thing I would do.
This is assuming I just fell into place as dictator.
Oh,
Yeah.
First thing I would do is just do a shit ton of research on like who I should hire on my board of advisors because I don't know everything.
obviously, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. First thing I would want to do is like open more public services that would actually help people in need.
Yeah.
Everything else can stay the same for the most part for now. I'll
For now.
tackle one problem at a time.
Yes,
Yeah, fair enough.
But that would be
Yeah.
like my priority. And then when I'm done and satisfied with my nuclear paradise, I would just resign and they can continue their presidential elections and shit again. I'd get rid of lobbying too.
Yeah.
Get rid of most of these congressmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you even have
Permanently?
congressmen while you're a dictator?
Not while I'm there, but
Okay.
like, yeah.
You'd put them on
I'd-
hiatus.
I'd clean house.
Yeah.
Some people can go on hiatus. Some people just get fired.
Would you release
Fair
the
enough.
files?
Yeah. Unredacted and everything. I'd release like that'd be so cool because I'm curious about that shit too.
Yeah.
If there's aliens, you guys can know about it.
I mean, they said
Dude.
that so far. We just did I hear about the new rocks like A1 Alpha, whatever. There's like it has an irregular flight pattern. They're thinking it might be an alien.
Like a meteor?
It's an interstellar bigger than a normal comet, flies in a straight vector, then stops. It like takes gas, like they used the word like gas stop brakes, where it just stops. It's like high velocity and straight path, and then just picks it up again. And it like they're saying it's steered. It's like nothing, and it gives off light, not like light like a star, like light like a normal comet, but light like how like a fucking like how a spaceship would give light. The best way to say it. But there's a lot of debate on it. But it's coming close, but it's not close enough yet. And I heard one thing say it's potentially half the size of our sun. Don't know how true or false it is, but it's really cool. It's a really interesting thing. I was just watching.
It definitely can't be a ship if it's half the size of the
They're
sun.
just driving around a Dyson sphere.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I mean, that's just one of the things. It could have been a clickbait thing. I only saw like the fucking.
What y'all know about
thumbnail.
like dark matter?
What do I
Nothing.
know about it? I remember watching one thing about dark matter and black holes, and I can't remember, but I know they're
Dark
like.
matter makes up like 70% of like space.
We don't
like,
know what
the
it
universe.
is.
We don't know what it is. We can't see it. We can't measure it.
Yeah.
Like it comes up on like what is it? What kind of scan? It's like it's not a.
Like a radiation, background
There's
radiation.
like some scan they do. I forgot what it's called or how it's done, but
Is there dark matter on Earth?
Actually, I
no,
wouldn't
I
know
think
that.
it's just in space.
Okay. I was
I
gonna
mean-
say because like I don't know if like dark matter is here. We just can't identify it or
Oh,
like.
yeah, we can't
Well,
find it in
we're
space.
able to see it or measure it somehow because we know it exists. But
I thought we know it exists because there's an absence. Like we know what matter is, and because there's such an absence of matter, we're like, then there has to be a dark matter.
Well, that
like
would
how
just be empty space though.
No, because the same thing with like the electron clouds. Like, no, we know the electron is there because it exists, but we just don't know where it is. I thought that's how dark matter was, but I could be wrong. I thought it was like we knew it because like we knew it couldn't not be there.
I have no idea.
Mm.
I'm not an astrophysicist, bro. I don't know shit about this.
I'm like a fucking
its
lukewarm
presence is
nerd.
inferred from its gravitational effect on visible matter.
Yeah, so they see something there, and it's like
Yeah.
because it's there, then this has to be there. That's what it was. It's kind of like the electron cloud, actually. Like knowing because this thing functions like this,
So-
something has to be there.
If there is like an antimatter, I'm just kind of spitballing here. Would
Dark
they
matter.
yeah. Would they have like their own periodic table and shit too? Like if their own elements and stuff?
We don't know what it is. We don't even.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
could be
Like
a new element. I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Yeah.
Fundamentally,
that's what I'm
could be.
saying. Could it be like its own like new section of elements and stuff? Maybe.
Maybe.
Because yeah,
It's hard to tell. We don't know. Like sure.
I mean, fair enough. I'll go grab some.
We should just put it like in a little Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Bring it back to Earth.
I don't even know. Like I can't even visualize what it would look like. You know what I mean?
Because it's invisible.
Oh, is that like actually invisible, or can they just not see it because it's dark?
It's invisible. Like
Not how gravity's invisible.
they
it's
can
just,
only
like,
tell
Gravity's
it's there.
not like a thing.
they can only tell it's there because of its
they base it off of
its,
gravity. or
its
something.
gravitational
Yeah.
effects on other objects in space.
Yeah. See, I thought it was just because like it was black and space is black, so they couldn't see it. To be honest.
It's plausible.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's what dark matter is. It's invisible, has gravity, doesn't interact with normal matter. It doesn't seem to collide with or significantly impact with atoms or particles that make up everything. Let's see. And the reason why they say is get black. The reason why they know it's there is because galaxies are too fast. Observations show that galaxies spin and move in ways that suggest there's more mass. Like, think about it, like if space is empty and like, everything's air and gas, things would move super slow because there's not a lot moving. But because things are like fucking spinning this fast, okay, there has to be enough of something to make it move that fast. Because that's at least using our understanding of physics, like why the Earth spins so fucking fast and shit like that. Why the sun spins, or like the sun does it spin? At least does. I don't think the sun spins.
The sun spins.
The sun does it?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, that's why like things in space that spin is because they're fucking huge. And they spin fast because the bigger they are, the faster they spin. So the fact that galaxies, these huge fucking constructs of like fucking planet space and gas are moving fast, they wouldn't do that if it's just, 90% nothing there. There has to be something, and that's why they imply dark matter. Another reason is gravitational lensing. Dark matter's gravity bends the light from distant objects, creating distorted images that reveal presence and distribution. Oh, same how like a black hole absorbs. I guess you can tell like, even though there's nothing, there's something obviously fucking with this light.
Yeah.
So when you were talking about the comet thing earlier, I was like, what if it's just like plowing through dark matter? You just
Yeah.
like, those are like the gas stops.
It's like A1 alpha. Let me see.
Space is weird.
It is. It's so fucking interesting.
Like when you start explaining it, I'm like, damn, they just took a guess. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I mean,
Half-
I guess there's like dark matter.
it's,
Fuck it.
There's got to be something there.
Yeah.
It's 3I Atlas. That's what it's called. It's
you
a
would please
comet
consult
that
the graph, you can see the
generates
happening.
light. Oh my god! So basically, a physicist says it might generate light through nuclear power. That's why they're like, because like, I guess it's not a normal comic thing. It's like this looks like nuclear. So that means there's a fucking nuclear powered space object moving in an
They
irregular
measure
pattern.
like radio waves or some shit coming off of it.
I'm trying to figure out what this guy said because they do know that it just stopped. So it can physically stop itself and start again. So it has some kind of.
It's definitely not just like a normal thing.
It's not a normal thing. It's
Yeah.
the main consensus. No matter if
Because
you're
stuff
like
in space
saying-
can't stop. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
No matter what, we're on this argument, they're all like, yeah, that's anomalous that it can just stop itself and then
Well, an
start
object in
again.
motion will stay in motion unless interacted by another object.
So what
like
the
dark
fuck
matter.
stopped it in nothing?
I was thinking dark matter.
Just
when
a
you said
big
that.
wall of dark matter.
Yeah, I thought it was just like
And
But
then
everything
it pushed
el-
it back right after.
Exactly, but then everything else that passed through that same spot goes through just fine. So it's like, why did this one
I don't
object repel it or like be brought by it? Unless it's like an anti-dark matter ship and it got fucking caught up in the plastic of it or whatever, the elasticity.
They really did the shit they talked about in Fantastic Four, and they just took the Earth and moved it somewhere
They
else.
did.
That's crazy.
They did. This is fucking Galactus coming in, bro. They literally just sent his ass here. So NASA classified as a comic because I mean, what else would you fucking call? You can't see it. It's just it glows and it moves.
It's a ghost.
Ooh, Space Ghost.
Yeah, it can't be a black hole. It can't be anything else that would generate light
I
naturally.
would hope
through
it's not a
space.
fucking black hole.
Just
Yeah.
this leaves the simplest explanation: a central, compact, high-power source. The most natural way to achieve gigawatt-level luminosity would be nuclear power. He doesn't claim it's nuclear power. He just stresses it's one possible interpretation if the natural model fails. And so they need more evidence. It's okay, and it's 20 kilometers across, larger than Manhattan. So it's like at least, a city-sized object.
Okay.
But you said it was half the size.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you said it was half the size of the
Some
sun
fucking
originally.
random clickbait dude had that shit on there. I was just, I don't know. But yeah, so it's basically bigger than a fucking city. Just
Yeah.
stopping for a gas break, and then and also about its unusual trajectory. If you imagine objects entering the solar system from random directions, just 1 in 500 of them would be aligned so well with the orbits of planets. Basically, it's like skimming across planets, like they know like the gravitational pull of planets, like it's like skating that. Which most objects wouldn't just skate and be like, oh, I'm not trying to get sucked in by Jupiter, but I'm gonna coast on Jupiter's outside gravity to fucking propel myself, which is,
Just a coincidence.
After last year, they said aliens exist, and this weird ass space object just started fucking drifting on gravitational fields and just stops. Must have been the wind.
Yeah.
Let me see.
The space wind.
There are solar winds, which is really cool. This interstellar object, which comes from the center of the Milky Way galaxy, is expected to pass near Mars, Venus, and Jupiter. Let me see. Which comes from the center. Oh yeah, it's fucking like, how could it pass through Mars, Venus, and Jupiter? So let's see. Mars, Venus is over here. That means like Earth is in the middle, and then all the way down here is Jupiter. And it came, according to them, from the center of our galaxy, and it just hits a fucking straight line. Like the odds of that are also a fucking 1,000,000 to 1. Especially if you're going past these things, you're not getting pulled and moved.
So wait, is it coming back to Earth?
I'm trying to figure out where. They're just
Did
saying
it like loop around a different planet or some shit?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's see. It comes close to each of them with a probability of 1 in 20,000. According to NASA, it will reach the closest point to the sun about 130 million miles away at October 30th. If it turns out to be technological, it'll obviously have a big impact on the future of humanity. We have decided how to respond to that. What the fuck does that mean? I'm gonna read that shit again.
Yeah, what does that say?
If it turns out to be technological, meaning this is a fucking spaceship, it would obviously have a big impact on the future of humanity. And we have, we have to decide how to respond to that.
Yeah.
I guess world peace is coming soon, boys. We made it. No more dictators.
Nuke it.
Because there's a fucking nuclear spaceship going.
What if they just came here and they just like left?
They're like, oh my god.
I never mind his shithole leave.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we came to
Like I wonder how that would
Came to Philly.
we came to Philly. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I wonder how that would change like the way we see
Imagine
everything.
getting
If like they
raided
just
by
showed up
aliens.
and they just left.
They looked at us from like light years away, thinking they'd be seeing like dinosaurs or some shit. And they were like, oh, there's just a bunch of
Yeah, because
fucking
it had been traveling for a
monkeys in the
while.
labs.
Imagine they were like not the same guys, but related to like the ones Egyptians saw. Like, oh my god, this is what you guys turned into. I'm out. I'm out. This is gross. You guys devolved.
We thought you'd be a lot further along than you are.
Yeah, some shit like no. Imagine getting fucking ghosted by an alien. Like how would we feel as a species? Like they have like all this like future. Like we cured all diseases. Can you help us?
I saw this one thread and it was like somebody talking about like it was like Karl Marx if he came back today. It's like me asking him questions about it's like, oh, so do you think capitalism can be saved? Like blah 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 blah. And he's like, wait, you guys went to the moon?
I kind of like that.
He's like, yeah, so what do you think about these like mega corporations? Like, wait, you guys stop. You guys went to the fucking moon, that thing in the sky.
When did he die? Was it 19 or 1800s?
1800s.
1800s.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
early 1900s.
Yeah,
When
that's
did he
fucking.
die?
I think it was like the early 1900s.
1910 or some shit.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. Let me see. The NBC Boston.
What are you looking at?
NBC Boston, see if they got anything else.
I assume it's all more or less the same stuff.
Wow, that's actually really interesting. This is the third interstellar object. That means most things that pass through our shit are from here, from our galaxy, because the Milky Way is like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like just like that's the first one object outside of our fucking ring of whatever the fuck we have.
Yeah.
Which is so cool. Like that's how empty space is. So this is a fucking weird and it has like a weird pattern that is like really interesting. Well, at least since we know about it. I mean, of course, probably at least 100 more probably passed since we've been on this fucking planet.
So it's an object from like a totally different galaxy.
Interstellar is I think it's outside of our solar system. So it came from the center of the Milky Way.
Oh,
but
okay.
three things.
I thought you were saying it was like the first thing. It came from outside the Milky Way.
No.
Yeah.
I think
That'd be
those.
cool.
I think those things are still coming. It's probably more billions of years ahead because that's the fucking travel. But basically, out of our solar system, this is the third thing that's never been a part of our solar system that's crossed by our path and been this close to 3 fucking planets.
That can't be true. There's no way.
Well, that we've recorded since we've been looking at space.
Yeah.
So like everything else that's ever passed through this solar system came from like the fucking asteroid belt or within our fucking
Yeah, we only
Orion
have been
cloud or
looking
whatever.
up there with like these super advanced telescopes and shit since like the 60s,
And
maybe.
I guess.
exactly.
But like, does that mean all the comments and shit we
all
see
from
come
here,
from here?
are from here.
What?
Yes, they're from here. That means this is the third thing that's never been here.
Man, they made that shit up. They're hiding something. That's crazy.
Well, they already said aliens are real. Like I know, like we keep saying that. Well, I keep saying that. So, like, but that's just like a weird, like low key flex. Like those, there's extraterrestrial beings. We just don't know what the fuck they are, and we all just like know that. But like, I mean, the alien ain't gonna pay my bill, bro.
I mean, to me, it's just common knowledge. It's like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's like, do
You break
have
down the
them in your
math, like, yeah,
lab
there's
or
probably
somewhere?
something out there.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, do you have them in the lab? Like, are y'all communicating? Are y'all using their technology and just hiding it from us? I mean, all probably true. But
The answer is no to all of them.
what do you mean no to all of them?
Like, yeah, they don't have anything. They're just like, yeah, we just know that they're out
No,
there
they
somewhere.
they have. That's what they said. They know because they have the stuff. Like that's this. They do have the stuff. I don't know what.
What's the stuff?
the broken?
Glipnorf.
Yeah, what?
You know?
They don't have a fucking spaceship
Yes,
sitting
they
somewhere.
do, bro. I've
What do
heard.
you mean? Yes, they.
There's too many. Okay, look, I've listened to so many like first-hand accounts, like military pilots
I swear to God,
of
bro.
military pilots who are like,
You need to get off YouTube, bro.
no, nigga.
Dude, 5 of these people said they saw an alien.
Okay, I'm gonna search it right now.
Therefore, they
Does
must have one and be doing like meth experiments on it. It's only
I
lots
don't
of
give a fuck about the Oort
Dude,
cloud.
Big Dick 69 said he has seen the spaceship and flown it around.
No,
it
there's
has to be
been
real.
no, because like a lot of intelligence whistleblowers, are like we've been around fucking pill-shaped unidentified crafts. There's been a lot of like first-hand experience of people.
Name one. Name the alien.
Nigga.
Again, why does that mean they have a spaceship sitting somewhere?
Because they definitely have something.
Because you saw something does not mean you fucking have it in a garage.
You don't think they're at least fucking around with some of that shit? I believe.
It flew past them.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't.
You don't think at least
Catch it.
There's been at least 1 or 2 like known crashes of like a space object that the government like don't look at this. We're gonna,
Roswell.
I think Roswell one of them. And
Roswell
another.
was fucking fake. Is not real. Why are you looking at me like that?
That's what they want you to think, John. You fell.
Oh
you
my
drunk the Kool-Aid,
God, bro.
But John, what about the Men in Black?
What you say?
You
What about
drunk?
the Men in Black?
Oh, true. My
You
fault.
drunk the Kool-Aid, bro. I'm so disappointed. You're just eating the slop.
You
with
thought
the
that
government.
fucking Marvin the Martian ass flying saucer was a real alien, bro. That's crazy.
We're gonna find out, bro. Hold on. What is it?
The fucking cartoony ass little spaceship. Bro, I remember
Roswell
seeing.
You don't think the Roswell incident was just like a Chinese weather balloon or something? Soviet weather balloon?
No.
Had to be an alien?
Why would it be an alien?
Let me see. I'm searching.
I remember thinking that video was real back in the day. The fucking them doing like the operation, the autopsy on the alien.
Yeah. No, it's just a clip from history.
Okay, maybe they don't have a
Yeah.
ship. They definitely have non. They have non. What's the word? Non-human biologics, and they definitely have been. So I guess I don't know.
Dude, my dog is a non-human biologic.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fucking sticklers to everything. Hold on. Let's see. Some military veterans like David Grush have claimed the government possesses recovered vessels and non-human biologics from crash sites. And
I like the whistleblower you're talking about now. Is that guy like the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
2 years ago?
Yeah. It was like, year like 2024, early 2023, late 2023. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so we have it.
He didn't say anything about aliens, though. He just talked about space.
Non-human is as alien as you can get. Like from outer space. Like if it's some
We have a non-human living in the house with us. 2 of them, actually.
recovered vessels. So that's all I need. The government has recovered vessels.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Did it say a recovered vessel from outer space or just a recovered vessel?
No. He was talking about like extraterrestrials and shit.
That was his
Remember,
whole
it was that guy.
It was the alien whistleblower. That's what I'm saying. That's why we're all like.
There's been like 30, dude. I don't know. I don't keep track of them.
And you're saying all 30 niggas like, yeah, we definitely have this shit and we can corroborate the evidence, and you're just like,
I think if it was anything that the government was actually trying to hide, they would not let them whistleblow it, to be honest.
I think there's just you get out before they can kill you.
No.
Like, I mean, think about what the Epstein shit, like, they're trying to hide it and they still can't really...
David Grush.
Yeah, Grush. Is it? Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you can only hide shit for so long, especially when everyone has cameras and phones. It's getting a little harder. So you just kind of... but the thing is, if you just let people deny it for you, you don't have to do anything. That's like the CIA 101. It's like, as long as you get people to believe it's fake, or like get people to just doubt it for you.
What is the benefit of not announcing it?
You just keep the peace. Don't forget, a lot of these old heads, a lot of old people are just very antiquated. If you give people too much knowledge, they're gonna like freak out. Okay, would you tell your kid that there's potentially? I'll give you a thought experiment.
Yeah.
If you know for a definitive fact that there is no heaven, but everyone gets sent to hell, the worst version of hell, would you tell your child that?
Yeah.
Like, just objectively, be like, yeah, you're gonna once you die, you're gonna be tortured forever.
They asked me, yeah.
Some people wouldn't do that. And I think there's a decent amount of people in the government who wouldn't do that for obvious reasons. Like, who wants to tell someone that? Because you just destroy all hope and joy. Now, you could just, shatter your child's hopes and dreams. Like, whatever I do doesn't matter because I'll be, subjected to eternal hellfire for the rest of my life.
I mean, it's like saying you're never going to teach a kid the fact that they're going to die, period. Like,
no,
you
just don't tell them that when they die, everyone goes to hell and it's just torture. You'd be like, yeah, there is
You
heaven.
could avoid telling a kid that people die, period, if you want to.
No, you could just, you could, but I'm saying that's a very solid reason.
That's what I'm saying. Why not just do that?
Why even give them... No.
Why lie to them at all about it? That's what I'm saying.
Why does anyone lie? That's a weird argument to make. It's like, of course you're going to lie to protect someone, especially if you think that majority of people can't handle the information. That's why most parents lie to children in general, to like protect their feelings and thoughts and their emotions from freaking out. Like when literally that fucking movie we watched, The Sweetest Thing, he didn't tell his fucking son he was in the Holocaust and they're in a concentration camp and that their fucking grandpa died. He just said it's all a big fucking sleepaway camp. You lie to protect people. Now I'm not saying not all their intentions are good.
Yeah.
There's also a
But
movie.
it's generally most... even though it's a movie, the movies still have some base in reality. It's not like not all movies, but there's still there's bits of realism in movies. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, I definitely think they would lie to just be like.
Why does saying aliens exist equate to hell being the only place you're going to go to after you die?
It's a world shattering view. We like the Christian doctrine is that God only made us. Most people are skeptical
I
of
remember
aliens.
people's reaction when the alien shit came out. Most people were like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think people would really care.
It
would be
That was
cool.
not really earth shattering.
It would be cool, but people would still go to work the next day.
It was in the news for a week.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So say it wouldn't change shit at all.
Like I literally forgot about it, and so you reminded me, and I looked into it. I was like, I remember this.
I was gonna say, like, what would change in my life if aliens were real?
I guess even if it wasn't just like this,
nothing would change.
Even if it's just like on a civilian level, nothing
Newborn.
changes. I'm pretty sure national security, the fact that they're trying to reverse engineer it before, like, let's say China has an alien spaceship, we have an alien spaceship, Russia has an alien spaceship. You're not gonna like just say, yeah, this is all we know. You're gonna keep that shit to yourself and make your own little alien.
You don't have to say this is all we know. We just have to be like, yeah, we have an alien.
They don't have to say that either. Why would you tell the other countries that?
We have the non-human biologic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what
So-
the fuck? Yeah.
Exactly, just as vague as possible. I definitely see a reason why they would just be
If
as...
you're whistleblowing it, then why would you be vague? Just say we have an alien.
The government is saying,
Why would a whistleblower be vague like that?
well, the whistleblower doesn't have access to everything. Like,
Then why would you say we have a non-human biologic?
Because if you say alien, they'll get confused like a Mexican person or something.
You said what?
Yeah.
They're here.
Like stuff like that's always confused me too. Like if that's really what it is, then don't dance around it. Just say like, hey, this is what we got. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense.
I can see a reason behind it. So that's my personal. But yeah, I definitely think.
Also, all of his whistleblowing was based off of like conversations he's had, not actual evidence he saw.
And then, but there's
I'm
been
reading
other
it.
people that did have some. And of course, they didn't have fucking pictures, but they're like, I did see this, I saw that.
I promise you,
Why the fuck don't you have a photo? We live in like the age of photos.
You're right. I'm not.
I promise you, if the government wanted to hide it, they would not let 30 different people come out and talk about it.
I think you just can't stop people after a certain point. You just let people do the work for you. If only 30 people come out, and there's fucking 350 million people here. You can just be like, yeah, plausible deniability. We don't like we're okay. You said it, but
I'm not even saying they have to kill them. You just like pay them off or something. They throw them in jail.
No, you just leave the proof and the onus on them. Like, yeah, okay, well, you exposed this, but I mean, if you can't get back to the site because we're not gonna let you, you can't really do anything about it. But yeah, you're allowed to talk about it. But I mean, good luck getting people to believe you. Good luck getting anything done with it. You just outed yourself as a rat. That's how I see it. It's like, yeah, okay, we know who's a rat now.
Yeah.
But we're gonna watch all your friends who you talk to, and then we're gonna monitor them as well and see what they know and what they're doing. I just feel like that's part of the. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I see why they wouldn't touch them. They just let you go out and say it, but they also could just sit back and be like, well, nigga, get back in Area 51 and prove it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, I believe. I would say I believe it like wholeheartedly. But like, I give a good amount of credit. Not credit. What's the word? It's the opposite of skepticism. I'll give it some leeway. I guess I can get behind it potentially. Like, I wouldn't just throw it out as completely bullshit.
I mean, for me, I think aliens exist. I don't think there's any way they've been to Earth at all.
I think they have at least within the, we've been. What was that thing? We only know like 3% of our recorded history. We've been here for like way longer. I think
been here for like 70,000 years or some shit.
More than that. I thought
humans have only been like 70,000.
Like the modern human maybe 70,000. I'm talking about like just the us.
I'm saying Homo sapiens have been like 70,000.
Okay. Yeah, then we only recorded what like
documentation and writing in society has been around for like 7,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 10%. So yeah, I definitely think we saw some weird shit in 70,000 years for sure. Like Egyptians literally said the aliens that came. Most random parts of the world during like BCE said they saw some extraterrestrial shit. So I give it a little credence that we definitely saw some unexplained people come here that just popped out of the sky.
They thought white people were ghosts when they showed up in America.
Y'all are pretty pale.
That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't really.
But that's not.
You can think you see a lot of things. It doesn't mean.
Nah, but like also like the way they were like.
Christopher Columbus thought fucking manatees were mermaids.
Mermaid pussy.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to get.
You're telling me
I'm about to act a fool.
You're telling me aliens could come here 10,000 years ago, but in the 1960s they decided to pull up drunk to Roswell? Like, there's no way. They're just gonna fucking crash 10,000 years later.
They kind of fucking misinput.
Yeah, like what?
Misinput.
Aliens make mistakes.
You haven't made
exactly.
Like you haven't made better autopilot in 10,000 years. What the fuck's wrong with you?
It was like episode 40 or some shit of the podcast. I was talking about aggression and species and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was like, if something is aggressive enough to come here, why would it stop at just like sightseeing? It's not
I mean, it doesn't have to
logical.
be aggressive. It could just be curious.
Yeah, I mean, depending on like, because you're equating human things. I was like, they could be like. The reason I'm bringing it up is because like,
well, no, like aggression is a thing amongst like organisms on Earth.
I say only on Earth because like one of the things Neil deGrasse Tyson brought up, not to say like which argument is invalid. He was like, okay, you're thinking basically to your point. What if a species was like they only ate through the sun, so they saw us kill each other to eat meat? They would see us as barbaric, so they're just like simply observing us. Like there's different ways for life to take form because we find planets that have fucking was it carbon dioxide, and like we don't know if there's life there, but technically carbon dioxide is present, so life must be there. So it's shit like that. It's like we don't know exactly how everything. We only know how our periodic table works on Earth. We don't know how the periodic table works on other places where those elements have different proportions and different mixtures, is what I'm trying to say. So maybe there is little credence to like, an observant race or like a less violent race because they don't need to be. They could just be like, fucking plant people. Like,
I feel like there's aliens in our solar system. I just don't think they've been to Earth.
I think that at least a couple have been to Earth.
I think there's like fish or something on one of like the moons of Jupiter or whatever.
Using like simple organisms and shit.
I think it'd be more like amoeba or something. But
yeah. I mean, I think there's definitely like microbes and stuff. If you like, I think you're gonna go to Mars, they probably have them in like the ice caps.
I would say there's probably intelligent life out there. I definitely think at least human level intelligence in the vast universe. I would give credence
the Martian ice caps and just unleash a plague on ourselves.
Probably, yeah.
Oh my!
They have like super COVID.
So I was like super Ebola or some shit.
Super bacteria that just fucking necrotizes your skin instantly.
Imagine the first bacteria. Imagine how strong like a prehistoric bacteria. How weak? Actually, would it be stronger or weaker?
Weaker.
Yeah, weaker.
because they get more resistant over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. Just like a
Oh
brain.
no, because it's like designed for an entirely different biology, probably. So it might be stronger to us because it's like completely different. You know what I mean?
Depending on what it was like, like if it's
Because we would have no resistances to that either.
because I was going to say the early reason why they think our cells are the way they are is because bacteria start to form like symbiotic relationships and start to form cells. Maybe this is like a bacteria that just makes us adapt, makes us like grow gills or some shit because like it was just like a primordial bacteria
It's
that
like invented X-Men by mining on Mars.
yeah, because like the new bacteria is like
Well, that's not. You're kind of bastardizing that theory because they didn't just like go into organisms and make.
no, they all work
They're
together.
organelles, like for
Yeah, like
cells. Like
the mitochondria
like,
was a separate thing. The
Yeah,
nucleus was a
yeah.
separate thing. That's what I'm saying. Like it
We're
goes
not going to
into
give
our
ourselves gills by like going to Mars.
I'm just saying, there'll be a cool wonky bacteria that mutates you, and you know, copies
That's
itself.
not how that works.
Anyways,
You're more like you'd be mutated by like a virus.
Anyways, that's just a little thought, a little food for thought. Maybe it'll just I don't know, give you cancer quicker. Fuck if I know, but
Probably, considering Mars does not have an atmosphere, they're probably very radioactive.
Yeah, that's fair.
spicy.
I don't know. If I ever found out they had like, I don't even like bacteria and stuff on other planets, I'd probably be a lot more excited than I am about all these.
Yo, they got a worm.
Bacteria like on Mars. There was like some fucking news story. I remember I was like in 4th grade or something.
Was it brought by the ship that went to Mars? That's usually
No,
what it is.
they've never actually found anything like that. They might have thought like they saw like evidence of it, but they never actually found.
They're probably evidence, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah, because
I don't
they.
know. I was like in 4th grade. I was watching or my parents were watching the news and started talking about like the Martian rovers and how there's like they found evidence of like bacteria
Yeah,
or something.
Probably on the
like that. I thought
fucking
it was
rover
cool.
because they thought there was water on the moon. Look, actually, there's. You know what's crazy? I didn't know this. There's actually
I
like
was like explaining it to some of my classmates the next day, and they were like, "Oh wait, so they're just like germs? That's kind of lame." And I was like, "What do you mean? That's like cool." They're
See, I would think that's cool.
yeah,
I think if we found something like a fish on like Europa or some
dude,
shit,
imagine what it would taste like.
bussin'.
that should be good as fuck.
Actually, it would be really fucking like tough because the gravity there is really no. I'm thinking Jupiter, not the fucking moon. I don't know how.
I think Europa is probably bigger than Earth still. I don't know, maybe.
I was thinking gravity.
Actually, no, I think it's about the size of the moon, actually.
I don't know.
How big is Europa? Let's just find that out.
I think it's about the same size as the moon. But I don't know, just like the idea, like germs and stuff would be cool. I would get hype over that. But if I saw like an animal, that should like change my worldview. You know
Little,
what
like,
I mean?
moon
It's a little smaller than
Yeah.
the moon, just a little. It's not like
Okay,
too
yeah.
smaller, but it's basically roughly
Dude,
the
a
moon
moon
size.
squirrel would be badass.
Ew, be
What?
gamey. What kind of trees? There's no fucking trees on. Actually, my original question. Basically, it's
Are you gonna look up, are there trees on the moon?
no. I was watching another YouTube video about like
Even finding plants and shit, that would be fucking sick too.
they were trying to prove if water was on the moon or not, and basically the whole thing was Apollo 11. They have a lot of redacted documents that we still don't know to this day. Like they just recorded a bunch of shit, wrote down a bunch of shit, and no one but NASA and the feds know what's on those papers.
But other planets have been to the moon, or other countries have been to the moon.
What? No person has been on. They've sent rovers and shit. No, not a single human has set foot.
Didn't India just go back to the moon?
They sent a rover because they were looking for water in like early 2000s. That was.
No, they just went back like recently, like the past like 2 years.
I'll see. India.
Like countries have been to the moon.
no, there's no people have been when the people
That's
went.
what I'm saying. Like people have been to the moon.
Like touching the moon.
Yeah, I thought it was like the whole.
No, I thought we were the only ones. Honestly, let me see.
Yeah, actually.
No Indian person has walked the moon yet. No, like we
Yeah,
were.
he's
the
actually. Yeah, I think he might be right. I don't think Americans.
70%
Really?
of that shit is redacted. So those guys got to walk around for a couple hours, saw a whole bunch of shit, took a whole bunch of photos, and 70% of it we still don't know exactly what they saw, or what they did,
That's fair.
which is weird to me.
Yep. Only Americans. Only 12 people have been on the moon.
Exactly.
That's so weird.
All Americans.
Yeah. So every other thing's been a drone or a probe.
Yeah.
And the recent drone and probe from India was to see if there was water on the moon.
Yeah.
That's what I was. Let me just see how much.
I mean, I get it's probably, or not probably, I get it would be super fucking expensive, but like, what's stopping us from just putting a shit ton of money into like just putting a giant drill on the moon?
Isn't that what Musk is trying to do or no?
No, he's trying to go to Mars.
Mars.
Because I mean, like, if you just drilled straight down for like a mile on the moon, you would find something, you know?
Probably like metals and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You would find something.
It's probably just not worth the expedition, considering we have the same metals on Earth.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, NASA got rid of the original tapes. That's what it was. They just said, "Oh yeah, we used it to save money in the 1980s." They erased the original tape, so everything we have is a copy.
That makes sense.
They really don't. If you're fucking nasty, get a front of it. You don't just get rid of the fucking most important original thing that has ever. No one, like, name a bigger human achievement than leaving the planet and going to somewhere else.
It was televised and stuff too, though.
Master tapes are what they actually had on the cameras on the ships,
Mm.
and what the astronauts had on their thing. Those are the master tapes that they just lost. And
There probably wasn't anything of like worth.
you know, I mean, we can't say that for sure because we weren't there.
I don't know. I'm not just gonna assume that they
I mean,
are
it's
trying to
one thing
cover something up.
The other thing is just like you never know. It's like it's a little, you know, it's a weird fuck up.
If it's something they can like accidentally record over or some shit, it could not have been that.
America
important.
used to be so fucking cool. God, it all spiraled after Vietnam.
Yeah, it's the first
Oh,
big L.
I wish we went back to the Red Scare.
I mean,
Honestly,
we went to the moon during.
Yeah.
and then a package went missing.
Well, a package went missing.
But they had like a
Dude,
lot
that
of
happened to me one time.
It's like
My package went missing in your mom
Apollo
last night.
Luna Surf.
Nice.
Okay, here it is. A significant portion of the Apollo Lunar Surface Experiments package data went missing. Damn, why the fuck did they cut their funding and then like all of a sudden all this shit just started getting... Damn, bro, this is why you don't do cuts.
Because there's nothing of value to what they were found, I guess. Like it's just,
No, they
like
just...
I said, it's a rock with a bunch of metals in it.
No.
I mean, the moon used to be part of Earth. It literally doesn't have anything that's not on Earth.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
It's literally just a giant chunk of old Earth. I think if anything, that would probably be like the biggest advantage to studying the moon is just seeing what Earth was like millions of years ago. Because it's exactly how Earth was. I mean, really.
Wait, so are you like agreeing with me or what?
I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot to see on the moon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not
Yeah.
worth it.
That's why I think you should just go there to drill like once just to see what happens. You know?
What?
Just kind of like... I mean, you never know. Like, just be like, I mean...
Holy shit, the aliens, they're fucking underground, those bastards.
Worst case scenario, you leave there with like millions of dollars worth of like...
Gold or some shit.
Yeah. Or just like granite or whatever the fuck the moon's made of, you know? You can like make tables with it or something.
Oh yes, my moon table. We're gonna
But
put it in the
best
White
case
House.
scenario, you find like caves and shit under there, you know? That'd be cool. Imagine finding moon caves with like moon bears in them.
I guess it could have caves.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you never know.
In Helldivers, there's like a planet biome type where it's just the moon. Like
Yeah.
it's just gray and rock, but there's like water and shit on it.
Yeah.
There's weird juxtaposition.
Yeah. Maybe it's on the moon.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to just blow up one of the
I mean,
craters.
I don't doubt there's like chunks of ice and shit on the moon. Then like technically there is water. Like that would make sense.
Exactly. I mean, hypothetically speaking, if there is ice on the moon and there was water, then that would be water, I'm assuming, from Earth because the moon
Yeah.
is made of Earth, which means there is bacteria.
I mean,
on
we've
there.
found ice and stuff on like meteors too.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. If it's on the moon and it's from Earth, that means the bacteria and shit from Earth is probably on the moon, frozen somewhere.
Could be.
Just like old ass ancient bacteria and stuff. So, I mean, that would be neat. It wouldn't be like world changing, but that would be
Dude,
neat.
moon germs, moon cooties.
Would that technically count as aliens?
No, because they still have an origin to here. Unless like a meteor or something brought them. to the
Well,
moon.
one of the things they found,
What's
I'm still reading this article. One of the things I found is that in the old tapes, this Japanese guy was like, "We got to figure out what the fuck happened here." The moon has
Was there a
earthquakes.
Japanese dude?
Because
in
the whole meaning of like
Because he
extraterrestrial
picked
is
it up
like
after
an origin
America
apart
dropped it.
from
He got
Earth.
grants from the Japanese government, America permission. So he started to like
Yeah.
dig through the tapes and shit. And so they found like in the old data that was like copied from NASA that they had, there's like a different seismic pattern of
Why the fuck would they hide that water is on Mars anyway?
They hid that?
Or not Mars.
You mean the
Sorry.
moon?
Moon.
Yeah. Yeah, because we know it's on Mars.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
I meant the moon.
Yeah.
What are you asking me? You saying
Like,
why?
why the fuck would they care to hide if there's water on the moon?
I don't think they care.
It's probably believable that there's just ice
No,
on there.
no, I'm saying that I don't know if I ever said, I don't know if I implied they were hiding. They were just trying to figure out if it was water on the moon or not. Because one experiment said that it was, and then another one said they didn't. So they kept sending probes to try and figure out if there is or isn't water, and it's inconclusive. That was what it was just inconclusive. Because they found water like once or twice, and then they also didn't
You
find
know, that was
water.
a plot point in Transformers: Dark of the Moon. They find like the lost NASA tapes, and it's just like the
fucking robot ship?
Transformers
Yeah.
waking up. Yeah, What?
You remember
That's
that
the
scene?
funniest shit of all time.
No, it was so cool. They crash landed on the moon,
it's so
bro.
much. In the one we didn't see, the last night, the Underground Railroad was a transformer. It was like an actual train.
You're fucked. That wasn't in the movie.
It was in the background. It was a little Easter egg.
Oh.
There's a picture of Harriet Tubman with a train, and it's implied that was a transformer.
That's when you said like this is the watch that killed Hitler. Was that?
Yes, yeah. There's the watch that killed Hitler. That was a transformer.
Yeah.
Bumblebee was a fucking GI Joe during World War II. He was like a World War II Jeep.
That's so funny.
Okay, I didn't see the Harriet, but that's
I mean,
fucking funny.
they fucking the Transformers made the pyramids in the second movie.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the Transformers killed the dinosaurs in the fourth movie. So
yes.
everything is Transformers. The Transformers killed JFK, I think too. I don't know.
I was gonna say I love when movies like retroactively try to explain real life history and shit. It's
I
like
like
the
to, like,
funniest
yeah.
shit of all
The
time.
fucking Harriet Tubman train thing fucking blows them. I'm glad they didn't like write a line about it in the movie, but the fact they still had it like on set is crazy to me.
They should have had like a really awkwardly placed line about it. Like, whoa, is that Harriet Tubman?
Damn.
Yeah.
And they just move on past it.
Okay, so there's a miss. Oh, damn. They only had 450 tapes.
And her
to
guardian angel
work with.
Terminus.
So they had 450 tapes to work with, and then NASA in total took over. So basically, they took over 5,000 tapes, and we only have 450 today. So we just don't know what the rest of that shit was about.
How many did we have originally?
5,000, over 5,000. We only have 450 today now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why do you need 5,000 tapes?
It's a lot of cool shit, bro. They took a lot
But
of...
you already have it from 450 other angles.
Yeah, they probably saved the cooler shit from the 450 stuff is the cool shit.
It was just arbitrarily back there. It was just right. There was no knowing what the good shit was because no one really got to look at it except for the first time. And then they fucking fumbled the bag when they got their funding cut or whatever. And then it got lost or whatever the fuck. So basically no one knows how valuable it is. But when the guy found these recent ones, he's like, oh, we now know a new thing about the lunar cycle that we didn't know before. So it could have been something useful, but we legit don't fucking know. So that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Shit, the moon could have had a cure to cancer for all this shit. They just didn't figure it out yet. And then it's just like, well, we lost it. Womp womp.
Was that a joke?
I like how that's what this comes to. It's just like I could just say some shit. It's like I can't tell if this nigga's joking.
I think it's kind of, that's where we're at now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun though. It's fun though. We have fun.
Everything's a conspiracy now.
Yeah.
God.
Dude, I love just dipping into the crazy pot every now and then because it makes you feel sane.
Every now and then.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Yeah.
It's once a week.
At least.
Yeah, it's once a week. You know, just hop in, dip
Yeah.
your toes in, see what's going on.
And shit.
Say the earth is flat and trying to find the glass wall or whatever the fuck it's called.
The Arctic wall?
The Arctic wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We found a planet that has an Arctic wall.
Yeah, it's Earth.
No, no, like an actual planet with like a atmosphere and like shit. It has an Arctic wall.
Like a giant wall of ice, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. But another thing, I really want to check out Antarctica. I know it's like only like 3 governments are allowed to go there or some shit like that, but that's actually another really cool place I want to check out.
By the way, I want to go to Antarctica.
It's basically like an alien world. It's so untouched because everything's preserved in ice, bro. Think about it.
If
Ice
Mr.
isn't...
Beast could go to Antarctica, you go to
You
Antarctica.
get to go?
Yeah, he's been. Why did you get like
So
so
excited.
hyped about that?
Because no one's allowed to go there. They're so fucking... It's even stricter than Japan.
Mr. Beast went to.
There's a shit ton of people that live in Antarctica.
Yeah, what do you?
No one... Which one is the landmass? Which one's the block of ice?
I thought you meant like they don't allow foreigners in Japan. Period. When you said that.
No.
Japan. Yeah, no. Mr. Beast doesn't fucking live in Antarctica.
Oh, only like scientists live in Antarctica as far
Yeah,
as I'm
researchers
aware.
and stuff. They live there.
How... Population of Antarctica.
It's like 200.
Yeah. I want to go. I want to check that shit out. I want to see a polar bear and shit.
Go. You can go.
No, you can't. They stopped doing domestic travels.
Aren't polar bears in the North Pole?
Yeah.
They're in all the
They're
poles.
not even in there
There's
Antarctica.
not polar bears in the South Pole.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know. There's actually a decent pop. There's 5,000 in the summer and 1,000 in winter. Ooh. There's penguins. That's what I was thinking of. Not polar bears, penguins. And then...
How'd you get those so confused? he's making that shit.
No, there are penguins in the south. Yeah.
Yeah, but you did not originally mean penguins.
How do you know, dear? Can you...
Because you can't get those so confused.
One would maul the other one.
One's a fucking bird and one's a bear.
Oh, okay. You must follow strict environmental regulations and obtain... get a fucking permit from the feds.
That's what I'm saying. You can still go. They let visitors go. You have to go on like a sanctioned tour though. So you don't go and like destroy the ecosystem.
Oh man, I'm gonna act a
possible-
fool.
Perpendicular planet? What the fuck?
What?
Like it rotates perpendicular, like at a right angle, like it just.
Oh, when he said that, I thought it was like a cubic planet. Like it was
Oh,
all
like
right
a
angles.
I think because most orbits are just like fucking.
They're all at
slant.
an axis.
Yeah. It's just like a fucking wash machine. Kind of cool. Well, that would make sense why it has a fucking wall of ice. Everything's getting flung out to the fucking sides of the equator, which is top and your equator is the North and South Pole.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, because if everything's like this, and then you go this, the fucking widest part of the circle is right
Why
here.
would it do that instead of just doing this?
It's a perpendicular. He says it's a perpendicular planet.
Why couldn't it just do this?
Well, it's in the water, so all of this is this. Most planets just
What
kind
are you
of
guys talking about?
perpendicular spheres in a fucking
was like,
massless thing of
Do you
water.
guys know what perpendicular means?
Yes.
Yes.
That's no.
That's not what it means.
Isn't it right angles?
No, it's just when two lines cross each other.
Oh damn! I thought that crossed at a right angle. I'm gonna think of something else.
I mean, it could be. Yeah,
I thought it was a right angle.
Technically, that is perpendicular.
That's what I thought it was. It was like a right angle. So
But it's not just specific to right angles. Anyway, this is what it means. So there's two white dwarves that rotate, right? And then the planet like does like that, like like Uranus's rings.
Yeah.
It goes around the white dwarves like that. Like the orbit is like perpendicular to the. That looks weird. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a right angle. That is dead ass a right angle.
Bro, I don't see right angles in that picture. I'm sorry.
It's all curved. How is it a right angle?
Okay, so one thing is going this way.
But they're not going in a straight line,
They're going.
so it can't be a right angle.
So the two things are on
They're
this
doing
plane.
what Darren said. They're overlapping.
Okay, I'm gonna search up perpendicular right fucking now because there's
That's the definition of perpendicular. It's the opposite of parallel, where they don't touch.
I did think perpendicular had to be a right angle
It doesn't have to be. It's just them crossing.
Yeah.
Like perpendicular lines.
because I thought it was just intersecting.
intersecting is different than perpendicular. Perpendicular is right angles.
Yeah.
Perpendicular is right. They form a fucking right angle. God, I love being I have one good math skill is knowing what the fuck perpendicular is. I suck at physics, but I remember my fucking geometry shit because I hated that class. Because proofs were a bitch. I hate having to tell you it was a fucking triangle. Nigga, look at it. It is a triangle. This shit pissed me off.
What if you didn't see a picture of it?
Yeah, well, my apologies. Anyway, I thought that
Yes!
was. I thought that was cool.
Vindicated.
It's
Vindicated.
neat, Darren. I liked it. Thank
It
you
is
for
cool. It
sharing.
is very cool. I do like that.
How do like the dwarves not smash into each other?
Well, actually, what is the,
I mean, they probably will
what is the
eventually if you give it
orbital
enough
path?
time.
I didn't
I
really
need to find that again.
Because if they're like, if one is at the closest point, the other one's at the furthest point, I don't think they would touch. I think they were just like fucking.
Yeah, they can touch each other.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably like billiard bars where like one pulls on the other and they're just kind of like.
I assume it's like if you gave it enough time, they probably would.
Well, they would pull into each other. They wouldn't repel.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like if one is moving away, the other one's moving towards it, and then as that path.
Yeah, but that's assuming they're both moving at the same speed. Then yeah, they would
I
never,
wouldn't know.
They would never hit each other. But if it's variable, like in a certain way, like just slightly off, they will hit each other. At
I
some
wonder
point.
if that planet equalizes it though. Because it's
I
like
doubt it.
because isn't that technically a 3-body problem?
Technically, yes. Like we do pull on the sun as it pulls on us, but I don't think it's a big enough pull to change this. The orbit
No,
of the
no,
sun.
with 3 bodies, everything it can affect the other thing. So
Yeah.
I maybe only in that situation though.
I just don't think the planet is significant enough to.
I mean that's fair. I mean,
Technically, yeah. Like if it's right here, it has more of a effect on that planet than that was. Yeah, they are moving at variable speeds. They will hit each other.
I was going to say, I would also keep in mind that it's not actually flat like it is in the picture, too.
Yeah.
So they might not be like exactly overlapping like how it is there.
yeah. Oh, that's cool. I don't know. Space is cool. I like the ocean a lot, but space has always been like my second cool. Like I know nothing about like what exactly makes everything work, but I like trying to understand
I
it.
used to want to be an astronomer.
My brother is pretty big. I bought him a fucking telescope for his birthday. He uses it, so
That's cool.
yeah.
I like space.
Space is neat. Woo! I don't know. Y'all got anything else? I kind of exhausted my Dictator pipeline. It was pretty, it's pretty
That was a
fun.
while ago, man.
Yeah, exhausted all that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, thank you guys for watching and listening.
We appreciate
Vote for me. Alphonso Bucks will be a new currency. These other guys don't know what they're talking
Don't
about.
vote for a dictator. I mean, I guess you can, but
He's going to overthrow the government.
Secede your rights to me, and I'll make a safer, better future for you.
I do not trust this man. Shit. But
John's the first one to steal.
yeah, apparently. We appreciate you for watching. We appreciate you for listening. However you chose to enjoy this episode. This is episode 80 of the podcast.
Wow. We're old.
Yeah, apparently. But yeah, we're gonna keep on going. We appreciate it, and we will see y'all next week.
Doodles.
See ya.